And with that being said, I'm super happy. We are super happy because today we have our first ever Open Metadata Community Spotlight. We have been chasing some of you people for just having a few minutes in this meeting to explain your experience about Open Metadata, to explain your deployments, to explain a bit how you're using it, what do you like about the tool, what you don't like, to the rest of the community. And today we are super happy to have Gaétan being our first ever community spotlight invitation. So he's currently working at Solocal. He has been working with us in the open source channel in Slack for already some months, and I'm just going to stop now. I'm sure that he will be able to introduce himself much better than I can. So please, Gaétan, if you want to share your screen, the floor is completely yours.
Hi, everyone. Do you hear me well?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes. So I can start. I will share my screen up. Okay. Okay. You must see my screen now.
Yes, we can see it. Thanks.
So, okay, I start. Just as an introduction, I'm a French independent architect engineer. I worked on data for 20 years. As Michael said, I have worked on different technologies, legacy SaaS technology, and now mainly in GCP ecosystem and open source ecosystem. Okay. So the topic today is to evoke the deployment of the OpenMetadata tool in Solocal ecosystem. So before presenting Solocal, I just want to thank Per Michael, Teddy, and all the team to let me speak about this topic, and for the huge work that they do that they have done for more than 1 year today. So it's very impressive, and I thank you very much. Okay, so in Solocal, just I introduce Solocal. I don't know if you know this company because it's mainly a French company. This is a legacy company because this is a French official phone annuary. Okay, so perhaps some know this company. When you are in France, you know this company. And this company has a legacy activity and have a new project because they have a role very important in France, and they can have an activity on social media, on digital media today, not just annuary. Okay, so we have brands, famous brands. We have privileged partnership. We have large commercial coverage through France, all the France. Okay, so it's an important company. As an example, I can speak about Pajon. This is the most famous brand. For example, when you are in Google, you want to look for a baker near the Eiffel Tower in Google, and the first website it appears in Google is Pajon. Okay, so Pajon is the most famous brand for Solocal environment ecosystem. And after you click on Pajon site, and you have information about the baker near the Tour Eiffel, but everything in France about business, mainly to small and middle business. And you have information about phone numbers, opening days, hours, distance from your geolocation point, delivery types, schedule an appointment. You can do have many features with the professional. Okay. To overview more details about what Solocal can do, but it's mainly what I have just said. Okay. Page jaune, the brand, main brands that we have in our ecosystem. Okay. And as we have important traffic on our website, we have lots of data, and we have a business challenge to govern this data. Okay, so for 4 years, we have migrated to GCP from on-premise to GCP, mainly in BigQuery environment for data. And we have many tables, many data sets, and many projects that we have migrated, and we have to govern it. For example, we have up to 50,000 tables. Okay, so we have to govern with habilitations, cleaning, what we share with the business. There is a main challenge like that. Okay. So we start last year, I guess, a project that will simplify the BigQuery ecosystem data environment to reduce from 35 projects that were visible to the business in Solocal to only one GCP project. And in this one GCP project, we present data products, okay? And data product is assets that the data analyst and business can use to make analysis and to get values on our data, okay? So we will reduce from 50,000 tables to perhaps 100 data products. Another challenge is the quality, the data quality too that we address in this project. Okay, so for example, we have 3 data products, but we have many data products. We have a data product for sales. We have the data product for customer intelligence. We have the data product for operational customer base that the business required for analysis. Okay. For example, sales, we have every sales of our commercials. Per day, we have conversations, lots of information about the sales that have been done. Okay, so the project is in GCP. As I said, we have just one project that the business can accede. This is that GCP project, and the business per team can access to one or many data products, depending of authorizations. Okay, and OpenMetadata, that's now I speak about it, will address the governance of this data products. Okay, and will help business to access to the data product which is important for him. So OpenMetadata is really metadata management. Okay. Otherwise, we have data analysis tool, SAS, MicroStrategy, Power BI, Jupyter Notebook. Okay. About data ingestion, mainly we use dbt that allows us to create label on tables, and this is a mechanism which can create view in our GCP projects, main GCP projects, to present tables to the business. I don't come in the details, but that's the macro mechanism of our data management. Okay. To implement open metadata, we implement with the open source deployment with the documentation that you share with us. And we have two choices to implement open metadata was bare metal, Kubernetes. I speak choice in production because Docker is not preconized in production for open metadata. So we chose Kubernetes because we are using GCP, and today we don't create virtual machine. We use GKE mainly for all our applications. This is the preconization in our architecture. Okay. For deploying open metadata, we use Helm, the deployment tool. And before the project, I don't know Helm, I don't know GKE. And with perhaps some difficulties we had, but we learn very fast. And today the tool is in production, and we don't know, it's very stable. We do not have issues, and with Helm it's easy to deploy and to upgrade. Really impressive. Okay, you can stop my conference if you have questions. Okay, so I don't get in details metadata architecture. I think you know it. You have ingestion of metadata with Airflow, MySQL to store data, and Elasticsearch to index for the UI. Okay, perhaps we'll have questions about that afterward. About technical architecture, as I said, I use Kubernetes engine for deploying pods which contain MySQL, Elasticsearch, the metadata UI, Airflow. Alors, the best practice is to externalize MySQL of Kubernetes engine, but we have constraints in our environment, and we choose to let MySQL in the Kubernetes engine cluster. Okay, so our users are connecting to a load balancer, and afterwards their requests are addressed to the Kubernetes cluster. We have other components, disk NFS to store database, and we have two bad jobs important to administrate the solution. We have the backup and restore Cloud Run jobs, which back up the MySQL database. MySQL, and back up the MySQL database and store it in cloud storage. And we have another admin jobs, which in Cloud Run jobs are running the user synchronization. Okay, so the user synchronization is the task to retrieve information about our LDAP annuary, the LDAP directory, okay, and to synchronize it with the OpenMetadata database. Okay, to do it, we use the OpenMetadata Python library, and it works very well. Okay, so as results, we have about this, we have you see my OpenMetadata screen? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
I forgot. For authentication, we use sign-on with Azure. all this configuration is in Helm YAML file, so it's documented, and we are just to apply the documentation of OpenMetadata and the documentation of the cloud provider. In our case, it was GCP. Okay, so I can sign with Azure, and now I can explore my metadata. For example, I want to have information about sales. I will have data product about the sales. The tables contain the sales information. Okay, so we have different descriptions. It's always in progress, so we have to enhance it. But this is what we use today, and we enhance it every day. Okay, so at the left we have our data product. For example, here we data product about finance. This is BigQuery tables. Okay. We have other insight in metadata. We don't have just BigQuery tables. We have two dashboards in Power BI. So it's very useful because we manage legacy. We manage data quality with dbt and Power BI. So we don't use OpenMetadata for data quality today. Okay. But we can use OpenMetadata to have the reference dashboard for data quality. Just have the link, but it's an important information. And we will add other reports, other Power BI reports in OpenMetadata. Okay, today we start the project. Power BI project, so we don't have many dashboards. Okay. Other things, we have glossaries which explain all our business terms, and which can direct insight govern data product. For example, here data product which explain what is this data product, and will link with the table, BigQuery table, which is the data product. Okay. About ingestion, we can see that we have metadata ingestion here. Okay, for BigQuery informations. We have other ingestion for dashboard here, for Power BI dashboard. And we have another ingestion is for metadata insights, which is very useful because we can watch how many tables we have ingested in OpenMetadata. If we have a description on every data product, so it's very useful. Okay, for the team, we have the users and the team here that have been ingested by the Cloud Run jobs. Okay, that's that's okay for me. Have you got any questions?
Thanks a lot, Gaétan, for the explanation. I'm sure that if there are no questions yet, they might come later. So feel free to. Okay, awesome. I see one now. So Gilson is asking if you deployed using Terraform.
Sorry?
The question is, did you deploy using Terraform?
No, I did not use Terraform. No. I use Terraform, yes, for some components, for GKE, for Cloud Run jobs. Yes, yes, we use Terraform because, for example, in GKE we have a different namespace, so we have to create a distinct namespace of our namespace. So we did it in Terraform. Infrastructure, yes, is in Terraform. I confirm.
Awesome, thank you. And there's another question that just came in, which is, what was the biggest roadblock or learning curve when you initially deployed OpenMetadata?
What was the sorry, I did not hear you well.
Or learning curve when you initially deployed OpenMetadata? I think that you can also see the question in the channel.
Yes, but I don't know why I can't read the questions.
So click chat, and then you should be able to see it.
Yeah. Roadblock of perhaps understand how Helm is working, because I don't know this tool before. To understand yes, dependencies between objects in Helm. That was the main challenge. Yes, I guess.
Hey, Gaétan, I think in the interest of time, we can address the questions in the chat itself. What is the biggest
benefit from you have gotten from OpenMetadata? The biggest benefit is we can simplify the dialogue we have with business, because we reduce a large amount of tables to just some data products, just not up to 100 data products. Perhaps we have 50 data products, not more. And OpenMetadata can present this with descriptions, ownership, data quality. So it's better for onboarding of data analysts. It's really important for onboarding to understand what are the main tables, important tables, data products. Yeah, right.
Awesome. So thanks a lot, Gaétan, for the explanation. Thanks a lot for all the questions that are coming in. If for interest of time, please keep asking questions to Gaétan. We will continue to answer all of them in the chat. But then meanwhile, we'll move on with the rest of the meeting. But yeah, many thanks for the explanation here. Maybe one of my favorite pieces is this, let's say, automated synchronization that you have between the LDAP and OpenMetadata. I think that we always say, well, OpenMetadata is based on APIs, it's API first, and this brings a lot of flexibility. So it's really awesome to see production deployments that are actually being benefited from this flexibility. So thanks again.